was L, then he added Crazy, and when he added Crazy, he added Alamo and Legend. That was how Murder Inc. started. All I heard was the shots and the car screech off. He wasn't dead at that moment because the car wasn't there. The car wasn't there, nobody out in the parking lot. So I'm thinking he just got shot at. The bottom line to what happened with L was the head of the company got knocked off. This the JazzMan, and I'm rocking with Video Wayne. Seven Ward, straight up.
Same old project? Or?
Nah, right around now though. Seven Ward. I just said the Seven Ward. Parkside, Dockside, St. Bernard. As far as the Seven Ward hardheads, there was a group of guys in the Seven Ward that used to hang together. You know, some people might call them a gang. It wasn't no gang. It was more like a close-knit family. The main one of these was MCL.
I held home his hand, lifted the back of his neck. He whispered home, that's a Seven Ward, and took his last breath. Didn't wanna cry, but my eyes started to shiver.
MCL was a rapper, so quite naturally, the name kind of spread through him, right? So boom, you have Birth of the Hardheads, the Seven Ward Hardheads. Next thing I know, he disappeared for a little while, right? But when he popped back, I find out this nigga been in Houston writing for the Ghetto Boys. Writing for Bushwick, actually. If you go back to Bushwick, I think that was either his first or his second album, he on this song called Take 'Em Off.
Seven Ward niggas come with two hard heads, one called a dome, one that my mom said keep in my pants, but when you dance like that, you make my second hard head need a high hat.
So he done came back, he linked up with the Ghetto Boys, Face, everybody out there love him, right? He not going to join rap a lot, but he gaining momentum. So boom, he come holler at me, I start doing tracks for him. I was one of the original producers. I actually was L's first producer, right? But once he actually linked up with Roderick and the company was formed, right? Rollin' and Goldfingers were the lead producers.
You mentioned the name Roderick several times. Who was he?
Okay, so Roderick Smith. He was the CEO of the Hardhead Clan. If you hated him, you hated him. If you loved him, you loved him. If you feared him, you feared. Whatever it was to the extreme, right? Most known as a gangster. So boom, L comes back from Houston, boom. He hook up with Roderick, right? We start to rise, and boom, he goes to jail.
L went to jail, right?
Yeah, L went to jail. That put a hold on things for a little bit for him, right? And then they get back out. We doing things like opening up for Spice One, opening up for Ice Cube, opening up for a whole pile of people. The buzz going. Boom. We start forming Murder Inc. And it was L, then he added Crazy, and when he added Crazy, he added Alamo and Legend. That was how Murder Inc. started. And then boom, he go back to jail. He get back out, Murder Inc. drop. So the hardhead thing was spreading like throughout the South. At this point, they hadn't got to deal with Solar. So they bumping with Solar. Solar got him moving, right? And then Roderick said, you know, time to start looking for the next step. And then he started looking for a national deal. And the deal was with Universal. That night after we record, the Hardhead's supposed to be performing at Whispers. So boom, we're in the parking lot and we're hollering at some of the niggas they coming through, boom, as they going in. We out there doing our thing, sitting in the dually, smoking. And all of a sudden, we hear gunshots. We like, oh fuck, there it is. Whispers, that's what we used to call it, the meat factory. Buku niggas got killed out there, right? So we hear the gunshots, and then just a couple of seconds later, a car comes pulling up on side us. Man, Roderick just got shot. I'm like, what? Yeah, man, that was Roderick. I'm like, oh man, fuck, right? So boom, you hear the car, you know, we heard the car screech off. So we know the car gone, right? So we know he wasn't dead on impact because the car knocked up. right? So I don't know where the fuck he went. I don't know if he dead or what.
So he got hit and he pulled up.
I don't know exactly how it was. I think he was coming out the parking lot or something like that and got hit, and then he swerved off, just smashed off, right? I was in the parking lot, but I didn't see it. Like, I was literally facing the other way, like, so everything was going on behind me, but I still wouldn't have seen it because I was in the middle of the parking lot, right? So, all I heard was the shots and the car screech off, right? And then somebody come up and be like, man, that was Roderick. So boom, I'm fucked up, right? I'm fucked up for the rest of the night. So boom, I go home.
Wait, okay, so from that point that you say you sped off, so nobody found him, he didn't show up from that point?
Nah, he was gone.
Damn, that nigga drove off.
Yeah, that nigga drove off. Come to find out, he drove himself to the hospital, right? So all I know is he wasn't dead at that moment because the car wasn't there. The car wasn't there, nobody out in the fucking parking lot. So I'm thinking he just got shot at, right? So, you know, we still out there. I don't hear nothing. Nobody, you know. So boom, we wind up going home, right? I get a call like 4, 5 in the morning. Nigga telling me, man, Roderick dead. I'm like, man, fuck. Like, man, fuck. That move right there changed the landscape of what New Orleans hip hop would have been. Because if Roderick don't get knocked off that night, a lot of people who signed at other places would have been part of the Hardhead engine. And we was already moving, right? So if we was already moving and some of these people who are already moving too, right? Hop on board a fucking steam train, boom, this is unstoppable. So once Roderick got cut off, that grip wasn't there. So the steering of the ship wasn't right. And eventually one thing led to another and things just kind of faded to black. Crazy, winded up at No Limit, you know, after his time with Henry and them, right? He winded up at No Limit. You know, and a lot of other people winded up different places.
Say, bro, whatever happened to Al's career? What happened to Al after that?
So once the head got chopped off, right? Al continued his career. He started with the Valley Boys, which was some longtime friends, right? Family members even, you know what I'm saying? So they developed a company called Valley Boy Records, and L continued to put out a couple of more albums with them. And then, you know, the storms and all that type of stuff hit. Once again, that slowed things down. I think probably the last thing that he actually did was the video for the New Orleans Exposed soundtrack.